Okay, here with Barry Ashby after a disappointing 3-1 defeat to Aldershot. 68 minutes into that game, we were on top. That penalty decision and sending off just changed the game.
It has, but without looking at it again, I'm not too sure. From my view, it just looked like it was a challenge you see all the time, where just the defender tries to let the attacker roll around him, but the ref deemed it as a push, give the pen. But yeah, from then on in, I mean, in a 1-1, you've got to think yourself we were still in the game, and then we give away too many silly goals.
Yeah, did it deflate us? Are you disappointed with how it deflated us, I suppose?
Yeah, I mean, look, 10 men is always hard, and again, Aldershot are a decent team, they're no mug, so yeah, very disappointing in the last 2 goals. That's a referee's decision, we can't do a lot about that, but the other 2 goals we can do a lot about, and we weren't good enough.
Up until that point, though, you must have been delighted how we were doing, and obviously to go 1 up so early into the second half, there was a lot of positives there.
Definitely. I think the problem you have is when you have a lot of games in a short space of time, sometimes first halves can be a little bit dour. I thought we restricted them. We had a couple of opportunities, they had a couple of opportunities, and the second half to get the goals so early was nice, and then hopefully we're looking to kick on from there. I think second half, again, like I say, up to the penalty, we're pretty much in control. But again, once you give away the pen and you're down to 10 men, it does come hard. But as I say, we gave away 2 goals far too easy for our liking.
Well, I don't want to touch on it too much, but I will mention the referee's performance. Your opinions?
Do you know what? We've had some strange ones. Look, it is a tough job for him. It's not easy. My issue with it is he's booked Blaine in the first half for apparently a pull on someone when they're both pulling each other. We've then 2 or 3 free kicks second half for us, where Aldershot players have pulled our players and not got booked. All we ask for as management is consistency. If you're going to do it for one, do it for the other. If we get that, it's not going to be an issue. The problem we have, and it happens too many times, especially away from home, which again, I know people, it's old cliche, home are referees, but we've had it way too much. Even at Dartford the other day, even though we won the game, the same scenario. Too many 50-50 decisions go for the home team. And there was one in the second half down in the bottom corner. He didn't actually know who to give it to. He looked at the linesman, he didn't know, and he still gives them the corner. Well, in my book, it used to be if you didn't know, and you gave it to the team that was defending. So, there is a lot of arguments, but all saying that, the referee didn't score the 2 goals against us, and that is all down to us, and we have to do better, otherwise we're going to lose a lot more games than we win. So, yeah, I don't think the referee was outstanding today, and if he looks at the performance himself, I think he'd be pretty honest and say, maybe I can do things better, but then we'll most probably say exactly the same about our second half performance, especially after going to 1-1, we can do a lot of things better.
Yeah, a lot of tired legs out there today, or not an excuse?
Not an excuse. No, not an excuse. I know people were going about the part-time this and part-time that. No, it's not an excuse. Our boys were prepared right. We've just come off a really big derby win for us, so confidence should be flowing. I say maybe a little bit deflated after going down to 10 men, but it's not an excuse. I mean, we should have done a lot better.
No Lee Clark in the squad today.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a foot niggle. It's down to orthotics. So yeah, Lee's got a bit of an issue at the minute with his foot. I don't think it's nothing too major, but we've got a lot of games coming up. We've got to make sure we've got bodies on board. So Lee had a bit of a rest.
Should be back for Dartford.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, we've got to take that one as we go along. Make sure he's okay.
So in his absence, Doug come in and played centre mid, and I thought he had a really good game there.
Do you know what? Doug done really well. Yeah, Doug done really well. Again, it's something that I think everyone realises now. Doug's very versatile. He's played at full-back, centre half, and again he can do that holding midfield role. Yeah, and I thought he done well. I thought he really done well. Obviously, going down to 10 men, he went back into the back 4. And again, he's been injured a while, so maybe the last 10-15 minutes he ran out of steam a little bit, but no, he did great today.
Bit of an injury round-up as well. Saw Louis Fazackerley warming up before the game and during the game. Obviously, he wasn't in the squad, but is he close to a return?
Getting closer. Yeah, definitely getting closer. I won't like time limit any of the boys. We're just going to see how they come. I think the same with Jacob Estella. I think he's stepped up his rehab a lot as well. So I think he's just having a problem with kicking the ball with laces at the minute, so we'll have to take that week by week. Fazza is another one. Again, you've seen him out here today. Definitely building up his fitness and see how his rehab goes.
Jake Gallagher?
Jake Gallagher, I think it's possibly going to be another week before he starts doing rehab. I mean, Jake wants to play today. So, he would quite happily strapped himself up and gone out there. But we've got to be careful, as I say. We've got a lot of games over a season. It's pointless bringing him in for one game and losing him for 4 or 5. So I think Jake's another one. It'll be like maybe another week and then he'll be getting back into proper rehab.
The transfer market opens next week at the beginning of January. Obviously, we lost Alex Dyer recently. Are you and Jamie looking to strengthen?
I think the gaffer's always looking to strengthen. You know, you can't really sit still. I mean, we're always out looking for players and watching games, and it'll be exactly the same in January. If there's some business we can do, and again, we have to do it within our restraints, and if the club can afford it, then we'll try and do some. But again, I think that's the thing we do over the season. It's just not in January. We're always on the lookout for good players, and if anyone can make us a better team, then obviously if we can do some business, we'll do it.
Obviously, we've got some talented players in our squad. There's hopefully not been any interest in them though at this moment in time.
Well, not as I know, but we all know what transfer deadline day and all things like it can change rapidly. And as you say, we've got a lot of talented players within our squad, and again, have done themselves no harm by their performances this season and where we are in the league, and people have taken notice. So, fingers crossed. We're after the deadline. We've got everyone together and we've got our squad. But you never know, if someone puts a decent offer in, and we feel and the player feels it's right for him to move on, then maybe it could happen. But at this minute in time, there's no one specific or anyone that we've had someone knock on the door yet. Gaffer might be able to say different, but as far as I know, there's not.
Last game of 2013's been a pretty good year for the club though, hasn't it, with the league title?
It has, and it's great with the league title, great with the start we've had. I mean, again, being staff, we're always a bit fussy, and I believe we could have maybe another 4 or 5 points if we'd maybe defended better as a team a few occasions. But no, I mean, if you would have said to us at the start of the season we'd be where we are at the minute, we'd have bit your hand off. But no, I think we've all realised, and we looked at the level, and again, we feel we're more than capable of playing this league. We've got the players who are more than capable of playing this league, and we feel we've done okay so far. But none of us will sit down and go, well, that's enough for us. We want to push on, we want to get as high as we can, and we want the players to push on and get as much out of them as we can. So, so far it's good, but there's room for improvement for sure.
And that starts obviously New Year's Day with Dartford at home.
Yeah, of course it does. I mean, they've had a derby loss at their place. They're going to want to revenge that a little bit, get back on. They're fighting for their lives at the minute, and it's very tight in our league at the minute. And you see all the games go 1-0s, 2-1s, and it's quite a tight league. We've got to make sure we prepare again. We go into the Dartford game, we make sure we're right, and again, we just need to just sharpen up a little bit. As I say, the 10 men didn't help us, but I mean, the goals we let in were poor.
Thanks for taking your time out, Barry. Happy New Year to you.
And to you.